Hi everyone. So welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. If you haven't, then hi, hello, my name is Latasha and I am a small business owner at LR John Crafts, where I make handmade items from hair accessories like this one that I've got in here, to scrunchies and things like that, to dream catchers and some jewellery as well. So this basically is going to be a video sharing some tips and tricks on selling on Etsy and opening an Etsy shop. So I've had my Etsy shop up and running. So I listed things on there, I think for the first time it was 2017, like the back end of 2017, and I didn't make any sales for months actually. My pictures weren't great, I didn't write any descriptions, I didn't have very many things listed on there. So eventually I got a sale, and then I don't think I got any more for a few months, and I got another one, and it was just really slow for me. So I thought I'd make this video to share some tips and tricks on what I've learned, because I've been on there for a few years now, and I'm heading towards 300 sales. So the thing is with Etsy is once you get past the first 100 sales, they sort of they must put you further on the search engine, up on the search engine, because once I hit 100, within 4 months, I'm now almost at 300. So I think I'm on 270 at the moment. So I got 100 in February, and it's now the beginning of June. So that gives you a little bit of perspective, I suppose, on how fast it's growing now. So now I'm getting maybe a couple of orders a day, and I'd say, I don't know, maybe between 15 and 30 a week, which is great, obviously. So I'm just going to share the things that I've done and I've changed that's really helped me make those sales. So I've written a list because I'm a rambler and I stutter a lot, and hopefully this will stop me from saying we'll see. Nope, didn't work. So basically the first point I've made is the more you sell, the more you become seen. So like I said, once I hit 100, that was it. Like, it just went really fast for me, and it's just grown a ton since I hit that mark. But getting to that mark was extremely slow. Actually, in Christmas time, 2019, so the year just gone, that's when I made like most of my sales. Before that, I think I was on about 40-ish, and I made 60 of them within sort of October, November, December. So obviously Christmas rush, that really helped out quite a lot. But now we're at the beginning of the year. Obviously we've got everyone, the whole coronavirus situation, everyone's at home, so a lot of people are shopping online now. So it's, again, it has been really good for business wise, because I'm on an online business. But basically, the more you sell, the more you get seen. Another sort of thing with that is the more items that you have on Etsy, the more chance you have to sell something, because you're going to get seen more because you've got more items. That's more people clicking those items and becoming aware of your shop. They might click onto your shop and see other items that you have listed, and you can also appeal to more customers the more items that you have, because different people have different styles. And even if it's the same item but you offer it in different colours, make separate listings for those, because that's the first image people will see. Say if they really like blue, but you've listed them all together and your main picture is pink, they might not click on it. Whereas if you've got, say you've got 5 different colours of the same item, you list them separately, people will see their favourite colour, blue, they'll click it. They'll see green, they'll click it, that sort of thing. So that's a really great way of sort of getting the bulk of items onto your shop. So I think I've got about 80 items on my shop now. Whereas when I first started, I had maybe 5, 6, 7, something, less than 10 for a long time. And then I'd slowly add stuff, and it's just built up really. And now I try and put as much as I can on there. As soon as I make something new, it goes straight on there. I try and offer loads of different options and colours and everything else. So that's one thing that really helps quite a lot. And another thing is the descriptions on your items. So when I first started, I didn't really put descriptions. I'm quite lazy, I'm dyslexic, so writing things out for me isn't really my strong point, just like talking. So basically, what people like to see is that you've put a lot of detail into your description. Not all people read it, but to some people it's really important. So the best thing for me is to break it up into paragraphs. So I can't focus on things when it's like a massive paragraph. I'll make loads of mistakes in it. But if I split it up into like little paragraphs, then it sort of is better for my way of reading and writing, because I can focus on that one, a few sentences. I can just focus on that, and then I can move on to the next thing. And basically you just list the points about your item. So good thing to put on there as well in the description, even though you will have it on your listing, is all the dimensions for stuff. So put its height, width, that type of thing, because then people just have to look in one place and it's all there for them. And it's just quite helpful, really, isn't it? So if you're just reading the description, it tells you everything you need to know, then you're more likely to say, yeah, that's what I want, and then you press, buy. So that's basically what I'd say about the description. But also when you do your separate paragraphs, put like a little emoji or something. So say I do a moon dream catcher. On the start of each paragraph, I put a moon emoji, and that basically just draws people's eyes in, and then that sort of like helps them to keep reading. They just see like loads of writing, it looks a bit daunting, and they'll probably switch off and just be like, oh, I'm not reading that. But if you sort of break it up, little paragraphs, put a little emoji at the start of it, then it keeps people's attention for a little bit longer. So let's have a look at my other points here. So when a listing does sell, and this is something I figured out recently actually, is if you've got something that sells but you don't have any more of it, then when you next go to list an item, relist the sold item, relist it, but change the pictures, change the title and the description and things like that. And basically what that does is Etsy will then think that you have already sold one of those items, so they'll think it's a good item, and it gets put further up the list on the search engine. So because you've already sold one, so like I said, the more you sell, the more you get seen. So that way, even if it's not the same item, you just relist it, but you just change all the information and all the pictures. And I do that all the time now with stuff, and it really does help, because I've noticed the things that I do that with, they sell a lot faster and more of them as well. So basically, following on from that, there's, say, like I said, when you do the same item in different colours. So they have an option to copy the entire listing. So what I do with that, so say with these headbands, all my floral ones, I just make one listing, and I just basically, you click on the menu and it says copy listing. So I copy it, and it brings up another one exactly the same that you can edit, and then I just change the pictures. If I need to change something, so say red flowers instead of pink flowers, or something like that, then I just change it, and then I press save, and everything's already on there. Dimensions, description, shipping, all of that's already done for you. You've already done it the first time. You've just changed the pictures, change the odd word here and there, and it saves you so much time, because I know how long it takes to, when you really put effort into your listings and stuff, it takes such a long time. So using that method, you can get it done really quick, and you don't have to do it once. And say you can list 20 items that are all the same thing but different colours. You only have to do it one time, and all you have to do is copy the listing and change a few little bits here and there, and then press save, and then it's done. So that's a really great tip that I figured out only just recently, maybe 2 months ago or so, and I do it all the time now. So another thing that's really important is your pictures. That's the first thing people see. So say if you're selling notebooks, well, there could be 20,000 other people on Etsy selling notebooks. So that's a lot of competition. You've got to make sure that your pictures are really clear, they show your product really well, but also that they're going to stand out against everyone else's. So maybe have a look on Etsy, see what, type in your item that you want to sell, and see what everyone else's pictures are like. try and make yours different, or if you see that there's like a running theme, you know, you want to go with it, go with it. But it's good to stand out, so try and do something different to what everyone else is doing, and that's more likely that you're going to get clicked on, and then, you know, if people like what they see, then they're going to buy from you. So let's have a look here. Okay, so there's I have a friend who also has an Etsy shop. So her shop's called Karma Rippon. I think that's her Etsy shop, but she has a website as well. I suggest you go and have a look. She's got some great things on there. But sorry, I got cut off there. So what I was saying was about sharing leaflets. So my friend Liz and me, basically, she has my leaflets, I have hers, and we pop them into each other's sales and orders. So when a customer receives one of my items, they will get a leaflet from my shop to advertise my website, my YouTube, my Instagram, my Facebook, and all of that sort of stuff. But they'll also get one for hers too. So hopefully that will entice them to have a look at her shop and see what she has to offer as well. I just think that's a really great way of supporting each other. You know, we're all small businesses, we're all trying to make money, and that's a really good way of being seen as well. So if you do know anyone else that's on Etsy, that's a really great option for you to do. I highly recommend it. It does work. I've had sales because she's had my leaflets, and she's had sales from me putting her leaflets in my stuff. So it does work. What else have we got? Okay, so I think I've got one more point, and then I think that's pretty much it. So the thing with Etsy is people are on there because it's handmade items, and they appreciate handmade items. They want something special, they want something unique. So what I'd say is just like make sure that you're putting a personal touch on your shop. So whether that's you know, your packaging is really special, or you have you know, a style that people will recognize as soon as they see your listing. They'll you know, recognize it, and they'll keep seeing it, and they'll know it's all from the same person. But people, they're on Etsy because they want that personal experience. So if, you know, customers message you, they don't want a robotic answer. They want a really friendly. They want you to not only like answer their questions, but also have a little bit of a conversation. They really want to know who is making the item that they want. They want to know about you. They want to know you know, what kind of person you are, and I just find it really personal. And I've actually made quite good friends with some of my customers just from chatting to them, really, and getting to know each other. It's just a really nice way of keeping in touch with them. And I think when you have a really good customer relationship, they are more likely to come back to your shop again, which at the end of the day, repeat customers it's what you want. It's what keeps your business going. I have some really great repeat customers who have bought, you know, loads of different things from me. They've got dream catchers in every room of their house that I've made for them, or, you know, they've got hair accessories, and every time I bring new ones out, they're, you know, the first ones to order them, and just things like that. It's so important, and it makes such a difference to your sales if you're getting people coming back. Another thing is maybe you could write a little thank you note. Especially in the beginning when you're only, you know, you're making a few orders here and there, and you're not, you know, you're getting like 20 orders a day, you can't write thank you notes for everyone, but maybe you could get a little thank you thing printed or something. But especially when you're first starting out, it's really great to just put that personal little note on there, just say thank you, you know, for using my shop, for supporting my business, really much appreciate it, blah blah blah, that type of thing. It's just nice to receive. It makes people feel like you value them as a customer, and they're more likely to remember that, and then come back again and maybe follow you, or you know, have a look and see when you bring new products out. If they feel like they've had a really friendly experience, then of course they're more likely to recommend you as well to other people and show your stuff to other people. But basically that's my tips for Etsy. So I'm still learning, of course. Like, this video is basically for people who are just starting out, and it's a bit scary when you first start out, because you're sort of like, oh, you know, I'm not making any sales. what am I doing wrong, and it's really frustrating. But the thing with Etsy is it just takes some time, and then it just starts to happen. Like I say, if you do all these things that I've mentioned, it really do help. Because at the start, you know, I wasn't making sales, I was really down about it and grumpy, and then my friend Liz was making them from the beginning, but she's the type of person that researches, and she's great at what she does anyway. So she was getting sales from the beginning, and you know, she's got over 2,000 I think, or nearly 2,000 sales or something like that on Etsy. Like, her shop's done amazing. So a lot of these tips as well, she does them too. So that's why I started implementing them, and then I've noticed a massive spike in sales too. So I'd just say give it a go, see how you get on with it. If you do give it a go, you know, comment down below, like this video, and if you want more videos like this, then please subscribe. It does really help out. And that's it really. If you have any other questions and things, just comment them down below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. But good luck with your Etsy shop, and I hope these tips work for you. Thank you.